Hello everyone, what's up and welcome to another episode of the Joe Knows All podcast. I'm your host Joe and I have a very special guest. He's a very good friend of mine. King Famine. King Famine, how are you, brother?
I'm doing great and I want to say thank you for having me, bud.
Oh, of course, man, anytime. Today we're going to talk about Fallout 76. That's on its way in a couple of days. We're going to talk about Microsoft and then possibly some other stuff, but let's first off talk about Fallout. King Fan, you've played a lot of the beta. How did you like the game? Do you like it? Do you hate it? What are your thoughts on brand new Fallout 76?
Well, kind of like we talked before the podcast, I don't want to get you in trouble with your subscribers. I actually loved Fallout 76. I played every day of the beta, just missed a little bit on Sunday. I absolutely loved the game. I was telling you that I played a little bit of it each way. I played it solo quite a bit. I played it, me and you played it together, kind of co-op. And then I played with a group actually there was 4 of us, and then we had another group of 4. So I wanted to see, how the game played, if it played a little bit different, or if you could play it solo in those ways. And it played great all of those ways. Now, it did have a few bugs, few performance issues, but those got better each time. So I just got more and more excited for the game every time I played it.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Like, we played day one on Xbox, and that was incredibly fun. I loved playing Fallout with a buddy. And then I played it here and there. I played it solo, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. But for me, honestly, they are trying to gear it for co-op, to play with a friend, to make your life easier, So that's what they're trying to do, not make it so much of a solo title. However, with that being said, I enjoyed myself. It was fun. And we talked about this actually on Skolzy's podcast, the Gaming Insight podcast. So much fun on there. But we talked about how Fallout 76, how people are upset with no human NPCs, and the best stories in all of the Fallout games, Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4, were through notes and in terminals. And that's how they tell the story in 76, and it's hilarious how people have an issue with no human NPCs in the game. But on the other hand, Bethesda's best storytelling is through notes and terminals, and that's how they're doing it in 76.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And that's what gets me so excited for the game.
Yeah, they tend to write stories better that way, I believe, like you were saying.
Yeah, it's the best.
Well, maybe because it's new, it's different. Maybe people are scared of it because of that. And maybe another reason is, a lot of people play games at a really fast pace, and to get the story in Fallout 76, you do actually have to slow down and read and listen, to get the story. But I've already got enough of the story. I've actually heard people say, oh, it's not a good story. But I've actually gotten enough of the story of Fallout 76 that I'm really enjoying the story of Fallout 76. But I've taken the time to actually read and listen,
Yeah, like for me, I try to stay away from it a little bit. I mean, through some of the quests, you have no choice but to listen to it here and there. But for me, I was trying to stay away as much as I possibly could because I want to experience it when the game is fully out, not through, the betas, because obviously they're timed and we can't play the game whenever we want.
Other thing, isn't it okay for a game company to do something innovative, something new? I mean, that's what game companies are supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah, it's just, I think, honestly, I'm thinking about it right now as we speak. The issue with that people, I feel, have with Fallout isn't only because of, it's a Daisy clone, but which it isn't, or like a Rust clone, because that was the initial reception of the game, was that it was like that, which obviously it's not, but it's just it's different, you know. It's incredibly different from what Bethesda fans are used to, and also it kind of having microtransactions like with Atoms and buying it with skins, like it's kind of, I guess that ticked a lot of people off too, but it's like, what's the issue with that if you're not improving your play? You know, you have games like Fortnite that is ridiculously popular, most popular game out there right now, and they do the same exact thing that Fallout's gonna do, but it's not through you're not enhancing your performance at all.
Right.
So in that regard, I don't have an issue with that, with microtransactions, with that. I don't care. Make your money. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make money at the end of the day.
Especially when all the updates are going to be free. Now, if they were going to be charging for the DLCs and the updates, you know, we might have an issue.
Yeah, but like for me, honestly, I'm shocked that the DLCs and like the updates are free. Yeah. I'm incredibly shocked. Like I can't believe that.
It's amazing.
Because what will we get, a Nuka World or Far Harbor quality DLC for free?
I don't know if they're going to have things that big. I truly believe we're going to have smaller ones, but they're going to be almost all the time. I believe we're going to have monthly and even weekly, small things weekly, and then monthly a little bit bigger, and then every 3 months even bigger than that. I think they're going to be putting out content all the time for this game.
Yeah, I hope so. It's just it wouldn't shock me, you know, they give out free DLC, like you said, maybe every month, every few weeks. But it also wouldn't shock me if they did charge us, but, you know, let's say every 6 months they release a big
something
expansion
big,
and they charge us for that, like $20 or something. But it's huge. Like, for example, DC, like a new location.
Yeah, a huge new location.
Yeah, like a huge new location, just like how ESO does it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would not be mad at that. If they want to do that, okay, it's fine. It's brand new content for the game. I don't care. Like, me personally, I wouldn't have cared if they wanted to charge us for DLC. But being that they're coming out with it every single month, all right, now you're gonna have to cater to us a little bit, because it's almost like a money grab at that point.
Right.
But so I'm happy. But Bethesda, in my opinion, I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I just think everybody's blowing everything out of proportion.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
you know,
and back to the no NPCs, I believe Bethesda has a plan, and people aren't they're not being patient enough. I believe there's going to be human NPCs in this game, and people aren't letting Bethesda get to it. Think about it. According to the lore, Vault 76 is one of the first vaults in all of the United States to open up. There can't be human NPCs yet, but this is going to be a game that's supposed to last forever, according to Pete Hines. So there's going to be human NPCs eventually. In fact, and I know we're going to get to the letter in just a minute that Bethesda just wrote today. There's already vaults inside Fallout 76 that are going to open as future content, and I believe there's going to be people in that. In other words, there's going to be human NPCs that are going to be in Fallout 76 very soon with future content.
Yeah,
but people are griping right now. They're not letting Bethesda do their plan. You know, they're just not giving them time.
They're not patient, and honestly though, what makes me upset is like, why does it matter so much though? Like what I said earlier, what we've said constantly, what we're saying constantly, Bethesda's best storytelling is in the notes, it's in the terminals. That's where it is. That's where the substance is, you know? And it's like, and now that's pretty much what the game is going to be about, as we know, like right now. Like you said, Bethesda most likely will have human NPCs, and people are not giving them enough time for them to introduce them to us, you know, because like these vaults are gonna open up. We're gonna have new vault quests, you know. So it's like, and what, people won't come out of them? You know,
Exactly.
it's gonna like, we just need it. We just, people just need. If you're a diehard Fallout fan, if you love the franchise, give it a shot.
Well, and
like there's no reason.
That's right, and that's not. You know, you asked me if I liked it. It is a Fallout game. That if I had to sum up Fallout 76, if I was talking to somebody that had never played it, it's a Fallout game. There is nothing about this game that's not a Bethesda game, and it's not a Fallout game. It just is. I mean, it being a multiplayer game doesn't harm it at all. It is a Bethesda game, and it's a Fallout game. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's almost like how a post-apocalyptic world should be. You know, it's like you're going into this desolate environment, and you're taking on all these creatures and these weird robots, but there's not really many people around. It's just you and me.
Yeah.
And you don't run into them pretty much ever.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you're trying to survive on your own, and there's no other interaction there.
I love that feel. I love that feel.
Yeah, it's like it's how a post-apocalyptic game should be, honestly. And it's like people just have to give it a shot. Now listen, if you guys don't like it, if you don't like what they're doing, you know, whatever, you're entitled to your own opinion, but don't spew hate. Don't make it so toxic. Just give it a shot. And if you do and you don't like it, okay, thank you, bye. That's fine. I don't care. You know, I'm not trying to force you to like something, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's a Fallout game.
That's right.
I think it's one of the truest Fallout experiences that we have, you know, since Fallout 1 and 2, you know, because it's just such a desolate world, you know, and I love that.
I agree.
It's fantastic. So let's get to the letter that Bethesda wrote to the fans.
I have to say one thing before we do, though, because somebody's going to call me a fanboy, and I'm not a fanboy. I'm a fan man, and I'm not just a fan man. I'm the King fan man.
Yeah,
there you go. Okay.
Yeah, but it's, you know what? They could call me a fanboy all they want.
That's right.
I love Bethesda. I am a fanboy.
That's why that's why my name is the King Fan Man.
So good. So anywho, so let's check out this article. I have it up on my screen right now. Should I read the article, King Fan Man, or should we just hit like highlight the article instead? Just hit like certain parts of it.
That's up to you, brother. Whatever you'd like.
Yeah, let's talk about the very bottom, where it says, "And a special thank you to all our fans."
There is one thing I would like, since you're not going to read it then.
Yeah, for sure. Talk about it.
At the top, where it was talking about thanking everybody and all that, they actually thanked some of the studios that helped them. And of course, we know id Software helped them because, you know, the Quake engine was used. But they also thanked Arcane Studio and ZeniMax Online. So those two studios actually helped in this. And I wonder what Arcane Studio, you know, they're the makers of Dishonored. I wonder what Arcane Studio did in this game. That just made me go, wow, I just wonder what they did.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. I didn't play Dishonored. I played it maybe for like an hour. Then I put it down because I went back to Fallout.
And they're all
like, that's my story.
They're also the makers of Prey too.
Yeah. Same with Prey. I picked up Prey. It was like, this game is awesome. I love it. And then I put it down because I wanted to play some more. That's a story of my life.
Yeah.
When it comes to video games, I try and dig into a new game, no matter what it is.
You go back to Fallout.
And I'm like, but I want to play Fallout. Like, I don't understand. King Fan Man, there's something wrong with it.
Anyway. I do that with Fallout and Elder Scrolls. That's the two I go back to.
Yeah. It's like, oh man. Anyway, so let's check out the article
now.
The second to last.
You want to go to the paragraph with where it starts talking about what they're going to bring in the future.
Yeah, where it says, and a special thank you to all our fans who participated in the beta.
Yes.
With your help, we've made the game better each week, and this is just the beginning. We have an incredible list of updates we've begun work on. Okay, guys, this is what you need to listen to. From camp building improvements, okay, new quests and events, new vaults opening, we touched upon this earlier, character respecking, I assume that's what it says. But my favorite one, a faction-based PvP system. King Fanman, what do you think that means? What the heck is a faction-based PvP system? Does that mean me and you and James and Dave? I don't know who James and Dave are, but me, you, James and Dave could go in there and make our own faction?
It could be. Or it could be, there's already built-in factions. They've been putting up those, like the free states, those the cards that they put up. It could be where you can join one of them, and when you do, you become a natural enemy of somebody that joins another faction. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
So
I like that.
yeah. So if you've joined the free states and I've joined the Raiders or whoever the other faction is, and we come in contact with each other in the world, we don't have a choice whether we're going to fight or not. We're enemies.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that sounds really
now
cool.
That just come out of King Fanman's head. Okay, that's not coming from Bethesda, but
yeah. I wonder though. I wonder what they're gonna do, how they're gonna do it. Now that I'm thinking it could be this too. Now, this would be a big downer for me, but let's say, for example, there's a game mode. You could go in a 12-on-12 game mode. One's the Enclave, one's the Brotherhood of Steel, and you fight.
yes.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that would be a bit lackluster to me.
Now we do know the death matches are coming. That has been confirmed.
So maybe that's what it means by faction-based PvP system, or maybe it's something more than that, which I'm hoping it is.
I think it's more. Because wouldn't it say a death match if it was the death match?
Yeah. I don't think, but that's one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, I don't really find Bethesda to really be misleading. I know Todd Howard has said in the past, Fallout 4, 400 hours and all this baloney. But I feel out of all the game companies that they're trying to be as honest as they possibly can. They're not EA.
No.
I hate when people compare with EA and BGS. Absolutely hate it. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. It's like Bethesda is trying to improve this game. They sent out a freaking letter to us. I've been a fan, I'm a big sports fan, and I've been playing Madden for years, and Madden stinks. it absolutely stinks. I never see EA coming out with an article apologizing or saying the plans that they have for Madden. I never see that. I haven't seen that once. But Bethesda does this.
Right.
Come on, get off of their backs.
Yep.
Just they're doing a fantastic job. Just
they always try to be fan friendly. They really do.
Yeah, and not a lot of companies are like
No.
that. It's like, what do you guys do? Like, look at Pete Hines. He responds to so many people on Twitter. Yep. How cool that is.
Yep. And
he doesn't have to.
And they are really bending over backwards. They're going to put push to talk in, because that's something they wasn't even going to put in the game, and people were wanting it, so they're actually going to do it now. I mean, that's something they were not going to do at all, but they're going to do it now.
Yeah, I don't know. I get so annoyed with how much grief. You guys want a griefing game. You guys give them so much grief,
Yes.
For no reason.
Absolutely.
It's like just because they're trying something new. But honestly though, there's because we're part of that group on Facebook, the Fallout group, the series group. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, anywho, there are a lot of people who are talking so bad about the game now that they've tried it. They like it, and that's kind of, it's nice seeing that too.
Absolutely.
It's nice seeing that. So, yeah, I mean, I can't wait for Wednesday, King Fan Man. I'm so excited.
Absolutely.
Are you going to purchase? Are you going to get the Pip-Boy that you have to make yourself?
No.
That Pip-Boy model?
No.
I'm thinking about it. It's a lot of money though.
Yeah, I think I've spent all the money I can. Of course, I'm getting the Power Armor edition.
Amen, brother.
And I'm getting the Tricentennial edition, so that's quite a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is quite a bit. I can't wait to put on that helmet and to just to pretend to be a member of the Brotherhood, But
and one of my subscribers gave me the Pip-Boy from Fallout 4, so I still got that Pip-Boy. So I'll have my Pip.
Whoa! Yeah. Did they really?
Yeah. So I'll have my Pip-Boy from Fallout 4 and my helmet on, and I can play like that.
That's all. Who would give that away though?
Wasn't that nice?
That's so nice.
Isn't that awesome?
My God, they must have had an extra one or something because. But that's awesome, man. That's
they just love me. Oh,
they love the King Fan Man.
That's right.
I'm looking at some of my stuff right now, and I'm like, you know what? He deserves it. I'm giving it to him. But any last words about Fallout? Because I want to move on to something else.
But just real quick, looking over that list from the letter, that's a lot they can do in future stuff. The camp building improvements. I was just thinking about all the things they did in Fallout 4 DLCs. Think about all those things they gave out. The new things for the settlement mode. I think they were going to be constantly giving new things for the camp building. New items, new things like that. And like we were saying, that may be like a every month thing. They'll be giving new things for the camp building. That'll be cool. The new quests and events, they can be given. Oh man, just think of the kind of things they can do there. Another quick thing, somebody was saying, "Oh, the world's too wide open." Did you think the world was too wide open or too empty in Fallout 76?
No,
I didn't at all.
No.
I thought it was more realistic because things weren't right on top of each other. But it also gives room if they ever want to put new quests in or add anything or new events that they can add as well.
I mean, I guess the reason why they did that is so we have places to build too.
Yeah.
Maybe, but they didn't do it in a way to that made the game worse, and I didn't find that at all.
No, I didn't either.
But I'm so King Fan Man.
Yes.
Your primary system for Fallout, what will that be? Will it be PC or Xbox? I'm guessing PC.
I'm actually going to divide myself equally. I have made a schedule for my subscribers where I'm going to.
Yes, you did. I saw. Yep. That's awesome.
And I'm going to have it posted on my Twitter page and on my Facebook page so my subscribers know when I'm going to be on what, and it's going to have my gamer tag and my username so they can play with me.
That's awesome. If you guys, for some reason, are not subscribed to King Fan Man, he dishes out really, really just wholesome content. A genuine personality. Please subscribe to him. The link to his channel will be down in the description below. All right, King Fan Man. Let's talk about something. Of course. Let's talk about something else.
Yes.
Let's talk about Microsoft acquiring Obsidian.
Yes.
So, do you have any thoughts?
I have very mixed emotions.
Okay, explain. Elaborate.
Well, in one way, I think it could be a very good thing because Microsoft, of course, has a lot of money, has a lot of resources, and I think Obsidian has a lot of talent. And it could be a great thing. We could have some great games come out of Obsidian. But you were just talking about EA. I don't want it to be an EA situation where Obsidian just gets swallowed up by Microsoft and loses their identity. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I mean, at least Obsidian... there's been talks for a really long time that somebody was gonna purchase Obsidian.
Yep.
Like I know there was, I don't know if it was a rumor, but I think Maddie or somebody said, "Hey, it would be cool if Bethesda bought Obsidian. You know, that would be neat." But
yeah, that would have
then
been
again,
neat.
but then again, it's like, and somebody else said, Fallout New Vegas too. It's like, but the people that were at Obsidian that made New Vegas,
They're gone.
They're gone. You know, and so you're not going to get the same game. However, I saw a tweet the other day, and I forgot who tweeted it.
Chris Avalon.
But they.
Did you see the one by Chris Avalon?
I did. I don't think he tweeted this specific one
Okay,
I'm talking
go ahead.
about,
I'm
though.
sorry.
There was one. No, it's fine. There was one where it said that Microsoft is focused on RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
And that excited
Oh, yeah.
me. I love RPGs.
Absolutely.
I love RPGs. And that means, number one, Microsoft, the owners, of Xbox, are not ignoring single player games.
Yes.
That's a huge thing, because people are so afraid that the single player, games will almost fall into extinction, But now with a big company like Microsoft saying, you know what, RPGs now, it's going to be an important part.
And Xbox needs some exclusive games bad.
Yeah.
Is that what they're going to use Obsidian for, is to make a good exclusive game for Xbox?
Maybe a kick butt post-apocalyptic RPG that isn't Fallout.
That would be good.
that would be cool. But yeah, Xbox really, they need exclusives. I mean, Gears of War, I'm a huge Gears of War fan. Have you ever played them?
Yes, I have.
I love Gears
It
of
is.
War. It's my second favorite franchise.
It is great.
Yes, it's my second, right behind Fallout. But so they have that, they have Halo, but after those games that have been
I was about to say, those are so old, they haven't had anything
exactly.
lately. I mean, what do we've got? We've got that pirate thing. What was that? I don't know. Wolfman likes it. You know what one I'm talking about, the boat game.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves, thank you. That and Forza, the race car game. That's it. That's the only Xbox games, exclusive games there is.
Yeah, I mean,
that's sad compared to what PS4 has.
Yeah, remember, very true. Oh, PS4 exclusives are amazing.
They're
Last
amazing.
Of Us.
Yeah,
and even
God of
MLB
War,
the show.
you know.
Yeah. Spider-Man, MLB the show, the sports part of it. It's just everything. All their exclusives outweigh the Xbox exclusives. So this just popped in my head, King Famine, and I'm so happy it did. I made a video on this actually a while ago, maybe sometime last year, and it was about Obsidian's. I think they trademarked a game called Outer Worlds, and supposedly it was an open world space RPG.
Oh, okay.
And I wonder if that's what they're going to make for Microsoft. I wonder if it's gonna.
That was the game they never finished, correct?
I'm not sure. I think there was an actual trademark. Let me look it up right now, because
They trademarked it but never finished it.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So I wonder if maybe
that's
what they'll end up doing with Microsoft.
There's actually they actually have a trailer for it. It's kind of like a cyberpunk type, isn't it?
They have a trailer for it? I had no idea. That's awesome.
It's either a trailer or gameplay. I've actually seen some of it.
No.
Yes, I have.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. But they didn't. I don't know how much is done of it, but yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, especially with the hype around Starfield.
Yes.
As well, Starfield takes the cake every day, twice on Sunday. But it would be kind of cool to kind of, for Bethesda to have a competitor in that regard.
Should we mention what Chris Avalon said? I don't know if we want to.
Of course, go right ahead, brother.
Of course, most people know who Chris Avalon is and his background with Obsidian and Black Isle and all those. Of course, he was one of the main guys with New Vegas. But he actually tweeted out when all this happened that Microsoft needs to fire all the management of Obsidian. So he's not happy with the higher ups at Obsidian, evidently.
Wow. Imagine if he gets a job at Microsoft.
Of course.
To work. Imagine.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I think that'd be
that
awesome.
would be awesome. Of course, he's a freelancer right now. You know, he's kind of he worked on Prey, so he works with Bethesda some. I would like to. I would love to know if he worked on 76 at all.
I wouldn't be shocked.
On some of the writing.
If they brought him in later on too.
For
76.
I would love to know that. Yep.
For DLC, you know. That's one thing I wouldn't be shocked about.
Yep.
But man, I can't wait for 76. They can't come here sooner.
2 days. 2 days. That's it.
I can't believe that. Time just goes by so fast. Like for me, I had an eventful summer. I got engaged. Awesome.
I know it.
Fallout's coming out. Like, you know, with 76, all that hype. It was like, what the heck's going on? Am I losing my mind over here? Like, what's happening? But it's honestly, as a whole, as being a video game fan, it is a great time to be a fan.
Yes.
It's a phenomenal time because you have a game like Red Dead, which has done fantastic. I played a little bit of it. You've played it. You said it was great.
It is.
I have buddies who said it was great. You have brand new Fallout. Think about this. 10 years ago, Fallout 3 was introduced. And it was different from every other Fallout game.
Yes.
So this Fallout game is different from every other Fallout game. And we know how Fallout 3 turned out.
That's right.
I wonder how this is going to turn out. It could turn out pretty good.
And there were some people griping about Fallout 3, weren't there?
Oh, there's always it's so funny. I want to close out with this talking about Fallout because it's the best game ever. I said it. Fallout's the best franchise. It's my favorite franchise. Anyway,
can I mention before you did that? You told me, and I'll give you credit for it because I didn't know it. Red Dead won an award. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Red Dead, not an award. This is amazing to me. In just 12 days. Red Dead Redemption sold more copies.
Broke a record.
Yeah, more copies than the first game did in its 8 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
I can't. It made $725 million during the game's first 3 days of release.
Wow.
It was second to GTA 5's $1 billion. In GTA 5's first 3 days.
That's pretty good.
That's that's awesome.
Yeah, I'd take that.
You know, I mean, it's not as good as Fallout 4's 24 hours, you know, $750 million in 24 hours.
That's true.
But hey, Fallout 4 broke some records, but in all seriousness though, Red Dead Redemption 2 sold a lot.
Yes.
And it already outsold the first, you know, the first one, or the second one, I should say. So Red Dead Revolver was the first.
And isn't that neat? That was 10 years ago, correct?
Yes.
And then Fallout 3 was 10 years ago, and as you said, that was a different Fallout, and now here we are 10 years later with Fallout 76.
Yeah, well, with Red Dead, that was 8 years
8 years ago, okay.
It came out in 2010, yeah, May 2010.
8.
And it's such a great time to be a fan of video games, man. You know, we have Cyberpunk next year, most likely next. I'm thinking the fall next year it'll come out.
Oh, it's about to get amazing. I mean, you got Rage, you got Starfield, Cyberpunk. Mm-hmm. It's just about to get crazy.
It's gonna be overwhelming. It's gonna be like, when the heck am I gonna have time? I better hope this YouTube thing takes off so I can have time play all these games.
Well,
so I could cover them.
I may be getting, I don't know for sure, but I may be getting a PS4. And if I do, that way I can play with my PS4 subscribers too on Fallout 76. And somebody asked me, when you gonna make videos? And I really don't know, because I'm gonna be playing Fallout 76 all the time.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be hard. Like for me this week, when Fallout comes out, I'm gonna be working a couple hours in the morning, and then I'll be home for like 2 or 3 hours. Then I go back to work for 7 hours. So it's like, when am I gonna have time this week to play this game? I'm gonna find
That's
time.
right.
And to make videos.
That's right.
It's gonna be hard, but let's do it.
Fallout's worth it.
All right, King Fan Man. Anything else, brother?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Say what you was gonna say about Fallout 3 if I didn't make you forget it.
Oh, rats!
See,
what was I gonna
I made
say?
you forget it. I'm sorry. You were gonna say say
wait.
something awesome about Fallout.
What were we talking about Fallout 3?
I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
I'll make a comment if
I did it. I'm sorry.
I'll put it down. I don't remember you even interrupting me or saying, "Wait, Joe, stop." I don't remember that.
Yeah. Just blame me for it.
All right, I blame you. It's your fault. All right, brother. I've had a blast.
Well, thank you for having me on the podcast, man. I appreciate it.
I want to have you on much more. You know,
anytime. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on. Guys, like I said earlier, King Fan Man's channel will be down in the description below. If you guys aren't subbed, please subscribe. He deserves it.
Y'all be nice.
Puts
be
out
nice to me
awesome
in the content.
Yeah, and if you're not nice, then good day. That's all I have to say. Good day. All right, guys. I thank you all for watching. Please hit that like button, comment if you haven't already. Please subscribe for more. Also, if you could share this video, that would be much appreciated as well. Please check out my Patreon and follow me on Twitter. The links to those will be down in the description below. All right, guys. If you stayed this long, I thank you all for watching. It's much appreciated. King Fan Man, sign us out.
Thank you for having me again. Thanks, guys, for listening. See y'all next time. Bye, guys.